Hey, welcome back to New World Nerds. I'm Superman Nico.
I'm your friendly neighborhood gamer.
We actually haven't seen you guys in a while, so we hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
In this video, we're going to be ranking the superhero movies from 2016. What better way to start the new year than by looking to the past?
We'll talk about the passing of Carrie Fisher, and we'll give thanks to all the people who have supported us throughout this past year. By the time we get to the number 4th ranked movie, our picks are all the same, so we will be presenting them as two different lists that will come together by the number 4th movie. Before we get into all these superhero movies, let us just tell you right now, spoiler alert for all of these movies. Proceed with caution.
Coming in at number 6 for me would have to be Suicide Squad. It wasn't that bad of a movie, but compared to the rest in 2016, it was my least favorite. I don't like how they did the final boss, and they made it seem like we were going to get a lot more Joker than we actually did.
Starting off the list for me would be X-Men Apocalypse. The highlights of this movie include Michael Fassbender's Magneto and the return of Quicksilver. The reason for it being so low is that we didn't get a lot of time with the titular character Apocalypse and his 4 horsemen. And I didn't like how they defeated him at the end.
Now coming in at number 5 for me is X-Men Apocalypse. I felt like it was a great visual movie, but it had little story behind it that really threw me off and I didn't like it.
Coincidentally, Suicide Squad is number 5 for my list. I liked how stylized it looked, but I was expecting a different movie from the advertisements. Like the Joker not being in it, and also it wasn't supposed to be like any other superhero movie we've ever seen, but they were still fighting faceless armies, which we've gotten tired of. We actually reviewed the Suicide Squad, so go check it out. From this movie on, our lists are the same, so we're gonna be tag teaming this mofo.
Fuck yeah.
Whoa! Coming in at number 4 is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. It does do a good job of taking the comic panels and putting them right on the big screen, but I feel like it got these two characters so wrong, like Superman brooding and Batman murdering.
The reason it got so low on my list because it had so much potential. You had arguably the two most popular superheroes of all time, and they're battling it out against each other because of their differences. It just sounds like it's going to be a great movie, but it just let us down.
The Ultimate Edition puts this movie above those two movies because it gives this movie some much needed redemption. We actually reviewed this movie in our first ever video, so check it out.
It was our first ever video, so our video quality isn't that great. Don't give us too much hate in the comments, please. For number 3 on our list would have to be Doctor Strange. It gave us something we really haven't seen before, where it uses magic, opening portals to different realms. Yes, we did get a little bit of this in Thor, but this movie took it to a whole nother level. Yeah, you can stop now.
This movie delivered on being an acid trip like the trailers indicated, and I liked how the climax was like no other in the superhero genre. I did want Doctor Strange to become the Sorcerer Supreme by the conclusion of this movie, but all that disappointment went away when I saw an end credit scene for the ages. Speaking of not normal superhero movies, we got Deadpool coming in at number 2. Ryan Reynolds was made for this role, and the whole team behind the scenes showed a lot of creativity with such a low budget.
What made this movie my second pick had to be the style of comedy it used and how they portrayed Deadpool. We never really seen a superhero movie get an R rating, so we were a bit skeptical, but it all paid off in the end. Now for our number 1 pick. I'm pretty sure you can guess it. That's right. It's Captain America: Civil War. Not only did it have super fights, but it also had a great story behind it.
Not only was this my favorite superhero movie of 2016, but it's in the all-time conversation. This being the 13th movie in the MCU, all of the consequences for all the destructions in the previous movie come to a head in the form of the Sokovia Accords, and I love how they continue to develop the characters that we've already spent so much time with, while introducing two huge players in Marvel Comics, Black Panther and Spider-Man. This earned the top spot with that airport scene alone, but the character interaction was what puts it over the top.
I love that they took certain panels from the comics and put it into the big screen. My favorite by far had to be when Iron Man was shooting his repulsor ray into Captain America's shield and the light just went everywhere. Another thing I liked was even though they didn't have as many superheroes as they did in the comics, they made the fight seem so grand.
It was impossible to make this movie exactly like the comic, but I think they matched everything in tone, and that's what's important. So that was our ranking for the superhero movies of 2016.
And if you don't like our list, let us know how you would rank it down in the comments below.
We'd like to take this opportunity to talk about the passing of Carrie Fisher.
She was taken from us too soon, but now she's finally one with the Force.
A lot of celebrities passed away in 2016. This last one at the tail end really hit home.
It felt like we were just getting her back, seeing her again in episode 7, but we'll never forget her. She'll always be in our memory.
A lot of people want to blame 2016 for all this terrible stuff that's happened, but it would have sucked no matter what year. Carrie Fisher as a person, I always like to watch her in her interviews, especially when she roasted George Lucas. May you rest in peace. and you'll always be royalty to us. On a lighter note, I'd like to thank the people that make this channel what it is, and that's you, the subscribers. You guys make us feel like we can take on the world. We'd also like to thank all the people that help us out with our videos. We couldn't do it without you. Will, Gabby, Jackie, Kristen, Allison, Willie, Cody, TJ, and my brother Ty.
Thanks to our roommates for putting up with all our shenanigans and for supporting us the whole way.
Thanks to my parents, my grandpa, and my aunt Diana for financing us to go to Brazos Valley STX Comic-Con.
It was a blast.
Thanks to our media expert and soon-to-be designated shredder, Chris Hill.
And we're not talking about the villain from Ninja Turtles.
Thanks to Kogan Cole and my uncle Rene for video ideas. And I want to thank Nerd Sloth for interviewing us at Brazos Valley STX Comic-Con.
And thanks to Patrick for finally watching one of our videos.
You jackass. If we left anybody out, yell at us in the comments. My favorite part of the year was getting interviewed by Nerd Sloth. Thanks again, guys. If you're watching, we'd love to do a collaboration with you.
My favorite part of this past year had to be getting to 50 subscribers so fast. I never thought we would get it as fast as we did, and I loved it, and I hope we keep continuing to grow, and it's all due to you guys. Thanks for supporting us.
Also, give us a challenge once we meet 100 subscribers. As always, make sure to follow us on Twitter at NewWorldNerds. Follow me at Superman Nico.
Follow me at NewWorld_Gamer.
Thanks again, guys, and keep nerding out there, true believers.